Lama's side would make credible moves to stop activities aimed at splitting China. The official is also quoted as saying that he hoped the Dalai Lama would stop plotting and inciting violence and stop disrupting and sabotaging the Beijing Olympic Games. China has faced mounting international calls to begin dialogue with the Dalai Lama following the rioting that broke out in Tibet in mid-March. China has blamed what it calls the Dalai clique for orchestrating the unrest. The Dalai Lama has denied the charge and has expressed support for China's hosting of the Olympic Games. As the world watches the Olympic torch relay, it's turning its eyes to Japan. The flame that has sparked so much controversy arrived here on Friday, a day before the Beijing Olympic torch relay in Nagano. NHK World's reporter Susumu Shimokawa has the story.
This is Haneda Airport, located near the center of Tokyo. As you see, many media have been waiting from early in the morning for the plane carrying the Olympic flame to arrive. The chartered Air China plane arrived from Australia at 6 in the morning. A red carpet was laid and the flame was handed over to the Chinese ambassador to Japan. The flame then headed for Nagano, the host city for the 1998 Winter Olympic Games. More than 130 people, including Chinese staff now called flame attendants, who would escort the torch relay runners, accompanying the flame in a convoy. The flame's journey appeared to be going smoothly, but when the convoy stopped at a rest area, some people suddenly appeared and waved a Tibetan flag. Shortly before noon, the flame safely arrived at a hotel in Nagano where Olympic officials are staying. But local people are puzzled to see such heavy security in the city. Police say they are doing all they can to secure the torch relay. Two of the Chinese flame attendants are to run with torchbearers, but their role will be limited to managing the flame. Instead, police officers will surround the runners to protect them from possible attack, and spectators may not be able to see the runners well. The torch relay will start from 8:30 Saturday morning local time. 80 people, including celebrities, are to take part in the relay. 3,000 police officers will be deployed along the route to provide for emergencies. Susumu Shimokawa, NHK World.
Demonstrators are also arriving in Japan. The Paris-based media freedom watchdog Reporters Without Borders says it will stage a peaceful protest during the torch relay in Nagano. Members of the group disrupted the Olympic torch lighting ceremony in Greece last month. Upon arrival in Japan on Friday, the advocacy group's Secretary General Robert Ménard spoke to a news conference in Tokyo.
Je serai à Nagano pour manifester pacifiquement, avec évidemment ce t-shirt, avec cette banderole, avec ce petit badge que je vous donne, qui dit liberté en chinois.
European Commission President José Manuel Barroso says he has urged China to respect human rights in Tibet. He said he made the request in a meeting with Chinese Premier Wen Jiabao in Beijing. Barroso said that in Europe, speaking out on human rights issues is not considered interference in countries' domestic affairs because they concern humanity. The EU chief also said he had asked the Chinese premier to enter into dialogue with the Dalai Lama and allow foreign journalists free movement in Tibet. He did not say how the Chinese premier responded, but said they had an open and frank exchange on Tibet. Barroso also said he is opposed to moves in China to boycott the French supermarket chain Carrefour in response to the disruptions to the Olympic torch relay in Paris earlier this month. He said such boycotts are unreasonable since most Carrefour workers in China are Chinese. The Japanese sportswear maker, known for the Kappa brand, is to be taken over by a Chinese company. Tokyo-based Phoenix suffered financial setbacks when parts of its business failed and is rebuilding itself with help from financial services group Orix Corporation. Beijing-based sportswear retailer China Dongshang announced on Friday that it will buy most of